everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's the beginning of a new era for this young man in the pros. Rookie seasons can be notoriously tough for quarterbacks. We'll have to see how seamlessly he can make the jump from college to the next level. It's the Lions going up against the Colts. With that, let's get you up to Indianapolis for Circle City, as I'm happy to say hello to our brand new broadcast team for 2016. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, looking forward to working with you all season long as we are inside Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indianapolis. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts. And Charles, for the Lions, 7-9 a season ago. The drought continues for them. The Colts finished at 500 at 8-8.
Let's start with the Lions and that drought you referenced.
They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Well, 6-round picks, they don't normally step in and start on day one, that's for sure. But over the years, we've had some big names from that spot.
And obviously, Tom Brady, the biggest name of all, is a 6th-rounder, but there have been others. Antonio Brown, who's played some of the best receiver in the game. Alfred Morris. And I can tell you a quick one on Alfred Morris. When he came out of college and had the big rookie year, I went back to a lot of my scouting buddies and took my book with me and said, okay, what did you guys have him listed coming out of school? I couldn't find anyone who had better than a 6th-round grade on him. Most had 7th round and a good number, undrafted free agent.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets it complete to Anquan Bolden. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be first down, Detroit.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And that'll bring up a fourth down. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop it.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate from 21 yards away. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that did. On the ground, it's Rudock. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of football here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, he's going to come down with it. I like the way that he made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, 53 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like... So here come the Lions now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They go back to Rudock. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
But the team's turned it over 3.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete. Owen Daniels. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Rudock with a carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by a former 1st-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And you, as a former defender, should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holder.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5. And keep it moving.
Offside, defense. Still 2nd.
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their 1st possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part was the protection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Here's Rudock. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent. move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Rudock. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And quickly, they get to the line.
Normally when you put together a 3-4 defense, you want massive people up front who can eat up blockers, allow the linebackers to run free. But how about the big fella right there?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Offense, they get ready to head back out there. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 5-time Pro Bowler, Robert Mathis, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They're going to look to throw. And Tate's got it. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back to throw here. That's caught at the 1. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State is Zach Zenner. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His pass became similar to almost running a stretch play.
And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Eric Ebron, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, why were they even putting the ball in the air in that situation?
I know they have confidence a lot of the time in their team, and hey, we can call anything, but in this spot with that lead and that amount of time,
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to throw again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not total. And partner, this first week, this first game.